Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca Gabriel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. If you've not visited my channel before, a very warm welcome to you. We're going to do a weekly card reading for Leo for the 1st through to the 7th of June. Now, if you're not familiar with my space here, you may not realise I'm a psychic intuitive, card reader, soul coach and author of The Power of Soul Loving. I welcome you to this space. It's a special place here where spiritual guidance is provided through the card readings to help you live your best life. It's not about quick fixes or instant answers. It's really about learning how to progress on your soul journey in the best way possible. Spirit gives us a heads up as to what's likely to happen, the energies around the different situations and our life, and how we can best choose the way forward, basically. So the card readings are general. They're not going to resonate with everybody, so please don't force it. If you'd like to have a private reading, you're very welcome to contact me. My details are in the description box below. And certainly if you enjoy the readings and you find them helpful, let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Comment. I love to receive comments. Share with family and friends, and certainly subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get notifications every time I post. You've just got to click that notification bell. And if you're interested, if you'd like to see me stick around and do more of this work, you may want to consider giving me a donation to support the channel, or even consider becoming a patron. There are details in the description box below. I've also included some information about the cards I use in case you're interested. All right, Leo, let's see what is coming up for you for the week of the 1st through to the 7th of June. Leo, we're going to do your reading for the 1st through to the 7th of June. If you haven't already noticed, I have also posted the monthly reads for June, so they're quite good to look at every now and then just to check in for the overall picture for the month. So the Spirit, we're asking you for some cards to indicate the general theme of the month. Sorry, the weekly reading. I'm getting myself all confused now. I might just, since I just messed up all those cards, we'll do them again. Okay, there's definitely cards that are wanting to come out. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Leo, the week of the 1st through to the 7th of June. What energy is surrounding Leo for this week? 1st through to the 7th of June. So Leo, I am sensing that you're on the precipice of stepping up to the next level and stepping into your confidence in what you're good at doing. And the Chariot card lets us know that you're gathering momentum in terms of your inspiration, and you're getting ready to sort of make changes and to up the pace and to demonstrate to others, I've got this, I'm doing this, and to take ownership of what it is that you're focusing on. And you know this and you sense this and you feel good about it, but at the same time, you're kind of a little bit nervous as well, because it feels like unknown territory for you, unfamiliar territory. We've got the Four of Cups here, which says you're nervous about change. So you're very, sorry, that was a bit quick. You're nervous about change. So you're mindful, and when you're nervous, you tend to go into your feminine energy and focus on nurturing yourself and others to ensure smooth and harmonious relationships. It's sort of a little bit like testing the waters, you know, testing the waters to see that what you're doing is going to be accepted and, you know, that it's safe to move forward. That's how you're feeling at this point in time. So it's a little tentative. However, you're making progress, and you realize that this stepping up into your new role and demonstrating your prowess and skill is something that just needs to be worked out over time, like a drip feed, and you're chipping away at it carefully, mindfully, aware of the energies of everyone else, not wanting to step on anybody's toes. Yet at the same time, you're very passionate on the inside about wanting to follow your dreams and make this happen. So this is you sort of being cautious about your progress forward, and this is you really actually feeling quite inspired and wanting to make this happen. So you're kind of caught between two energies here. You want to do this, you're really inspired, you know you can, yet at the same time there's a little part of you that's nervous and you want to make sure that you're not stepping on anybody's toes. However, Spirit is reminding you, don't forget, you have wisdom and experience in this area, and you've got plenty to draw on in order to authentically have confidence around this matter. So be confident and lose the nervousness and just step forward. And you know, your energy, your confidence and your inspiration is what people will see. They will read your energy, and that's all you have to do. You don't need words to convince people. You just need to step into that inspired energy, like you've got this. And people go, yeah, she's got this, or yeah, he's got this. So your confidence and your demeanor and the way you present yourself, regardless of the nerves underneath, Leo, is will get you there, will get you where you need to go, where you want to go. And you know that you've got what it takes. You know you've got the experience. You know you've got the skill set to deliver, to do what you're doing. So it's only that you're having a moment of nerves. You're having a moment of nerves. You're not sure how you're going to be perceived or received. Whatever this situation is, it'll be different for different people. But Spirit is saying, don't worry about it. Just do it. You have wisdom and experience, and that's what people will see. People will see your energy. People will see your energy, and they will recognize your experience. You don't actually need to prove or say to anything to anyone. They will see it. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what else comes out of the Angel Tarot deck. We have the Star card. Happy times, making positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You've got plans, Leo. You know you're on the right path. You intuitively know you're on the right path, and you're working towards that. Your dreams, your wishes, what it is that you're desiring, the outcome that you want, you're going to make happen, and you're feeling quite positive about it. You know this is right for you. We've got the King of Fire energy here, and the message with the King of Fire energy is focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. That's being a leader of yourself and not just for others, because you've got to do this for yourself. You know, inspired energy has to be for your reason, your purpose. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You just need to lead yourself well, and you need to focus on what it is that you want to achieve. The King of Fire is very focused, has a lot of passionate energy, is very motivated, also quite charismatic, can really sort of use one's energy. The King can use his energy to bring people on board and influence people in a positive way, because their energy is so effective and impactful. And Leo, I feel this is the energy that you are adopting. You come around to it and you eventually step into this energy to really achieve the goal, the outcome that you want. And even if the outcome is not something that's achieved right now, it's what you're working towards, and you're very focused on that. So you are building momentum and beginning to move despite a little bit of the wobbles and hesitation. You kind of pick up the pace and you get going. Now, during the week of the 1st to the 7th, roundabout, we won't get too hung up on the time. It can happen at any time. You are having memories of your childhood. There's something has triggered you to remember things from the past, you know, the good and the bad, things that you are recalling. And I guess in many ways, this is helping you understand where you're at the moment. And perhaps you are remembering things fondly. Not always. We do tend to put a spin on things. You know, as a child, we remember things in a certain way, which may not have been the reality for other people, but that's the way you remember things. So for some reason, you have a need to remember. Something is bringing this up for you, Leo. Perhaps because you're trying to find some inner courage to step forward, and in the past you may have felt a little bit challenged, or you may have been a little bit fearful that people have knocked you back in the past and there was a little bit of a wound there, or maybe that you weren't 100% accepted and you don't want to experience that feeling again. But just remember that's something from the past, from your childhood. It's not necessarily relevant or related to now energy. We have the Eight of Fire card here. Things start to pick up pace. We've got events moving quickly. There's a lot of communication. Delays are over, and you're actually being called to action things quite quickly. So a lot of things are happening at once, and sometimes that can feel like your head is spinning, and you might need to juggle a few things and to move quickly. That's okay. It's not a bad energy. It's just that perhaps your fire in the belly energy is starting to catch up pace here. And so you're having to respond to things quickly. We have the Three of Air card here. For some reason, something has triggered you. You know, when you look back into the past, something happens where there's a little bit of pain. Something happens and you feel the pain or the sadness of a situation. And you know, whether that's something that happens now, whether that's something you remember from the past, you're feeling a little bit of sadness, and now is the time for you to heal. So you're experiencing this energy of sadness, of loss, of a wound in your heart, and sort of worry energy. So during this period of time of needing to heal and lick your wounds, so to speak, whether that's current or previous, it's a really great time to forgive yourself and others, and to come from a place of compassion and love. And perhaps this memory card is remembering things from the past. If this sadness is in relation to someone, I'm sensing that maybe the memories card, Six of Water, which is Six of Cups, is you feeling the pain of remembering when things were good as opposed to how things have changed. Let's see. You're going through a period of renewal, Leo. You're reviewing and reassessing things in your life, and it would seem that you're ready to move on in a new direction. This may not fit for everybody, but let's just keep going. A new person enters your life, Leo. A relationship brings a new phase, and you're feeling heightened psychic abilities and intuition. The Page of Water is like the Page of Cups, and it's sort of like the offer, you know, a new offer of love, or an invitation. It may not be love, it may be an invitation to become connected with someone. And I guess that's why it's saying a new person enters your life who is responding well to your sensitivity. But you're feeling rather tentative about this because you've been hurt in the past, and in some ways you're expecting the worst. We have the Nine of Air. We've got to be very careful with that energy because it may not be a reality, and therefore you may actually cause something to happen that's not needed. And so I'm kind of feeling that even though there's a new person entering your life now, and it would seem that you're moving on from something or someone, a situation that felt a little painful, you are still in this worry energy and just worried about being hurt again, worried about experiencing the same kind of thing that's happened in the past, you know. And it could relate to relationship, it could relate to a work scenario, an incident or circumstances that have happened in your life where you've experienced the pain of rejection or things not working out, and you don't want to experience that again. And the renewal card is that you're taking time out to reevaluate the situation and asking yourself, you know, have I got this right? Is it really this scenario? Because you're really wanting to move on away from that kind of energy and to go in a new direction where you're feeling that it's safe to be you and safe to feel free and safe to step up. And I believe that it is, Leo. And as a result of that, there's someone who comes into your life to help, to encourage you on this journey, to encourage you and support you and kind of walk with you for a period of time as you're stepping into this new self-empowered energy where you're wanting to follow your dreams, but just a little hesitant about moving forward because you've been hurt in the past. So yeah, so be careful about worrying about something for no reason, because you may just cause yourself unnecessary. You may attract that energy, which you don't want to do. Okay, well, getting back to things speeding along here, we've got your mental energy covered here, mental and emotional energies going on here, but at the same time, your life is still taking off. There's action and movement happening in your life, right? So we have another card to affirm that events are happening really, really quickly. So we've got the Knight of Air, which is similar to the Knight of Swords. So it's fast-paced action, fast-paced communication, and you know, you've got to make a decision around something. You've got to review the options carefully. You know, step into your creativity to think about, okay, how am I going to problem solve this? How am I going to respond to this? So everything's happening all at once. So we've got the Eight of Fire, which is fast-paced action. and things happening. And then the Knight of Air, which is the same energy, but there's some communication around that, and you having to make some decisions and get clarity rather quickly. This is very interesting. There's a lot going on here. Let's see. I am looking for my Power Tarot deck here. So, Spirit, what can you tell us in terms of the action that's happening here and the decision that's required? Because I think eventually, Leo, you get over this feeling of sadness, or you stop focusing on the sadness and some pain that you have, and you, even though you're in that energy for a little bit, I feel that the action that's around you causes you to shift your focuses. You can't focus on two things at once, and you shift your focus to what's going on here. And let's not forget that you're heading towards happy times, because we've got the Star card here that tells us that you're on the right path. It's important for you to know that, Leo. You're on the right path. So keep going. Stick with it. Stick with it. Yes, so Spirit is saying again, release the past. There's a much more enriching future coming for you. So just let go. Just relax, let go, stop your worrying. The past is finished. You're not bringing the past with you. All right? So whatever you experienced in the past, that's not relevant to now. So you need to let that go. Everything happens for a reason. So in terms of the loss or the pain they're experiencing over here, there's a reason for that. Let it go without any regret, and just know that there are opportunities waiting for you. So sometimes we can, if we hang on to the energy, we can be dwelling too much over the empty packages here that have not delivered what you wanted. But if you just move forward, move on, and do your best to get past that, you'll notice that there's actually a new gift here. A new gift, new opportunity, new relationship, new something. So move towards that energy. You've got new beginnings. You're starting a new life, a new phase, a new cycle, a new you. You're stepping into your new energy, stepping into your purpose. And you're being compassionate and forgiving about yourself and others as you review the past situation. You realize in time that you've progressed. You've progressed past that early stage of learning about how to mindfully manage your thoughts and emotions, and to not take personally what other people say and do. It's taken a while, but you're recognizing that you're getting there, and as a result your life feels like it's going through a new cycle of growth for you. Let's see what Spirit has to offer in terms of earth magic for you. Leo. It's very interesting to me that sometimes some readings can be similar to other signs, but what it is that we're learning is different. Everybody's learning things at different times in a different way. So there is movement happening in your life, but it doesn't always feel like it is. Like this picture looks very serene, but the river is moving swiftly underneath. Your life is moving swiftly, and you're in flow, and you're recognizing that things seem to be falling into place quite nicely for you. When we resist the flow of energy in our life, the growth and the opportunities, we can block that beautiful energy flow and block our progress. And at the same time, if we try to force things as well, we can also feel disconnected and things don't flow. It's really important to remember not to force situations. Just use your experience and your wisdom on how to manage situations, and in particular the energy of others, and move with it rather than resist that energy. Sometimes it helps to be the observer in our life and to sit back and notice the flow of things. And then it becomes easier to navigate all the experiences that we're having. Things are always moving and changing. And, you know, as you have a lot of momentum and activity and everything here, sometimes we just need to go with the flow. That is the best way forward. So do your best not to resist the change. Step away from the worry energy, because that is a form of resistance, Leo. Surrender to the movement in your life and trust that the universe is assisting you with this growth process, and how you're moving towards fulfilling your dreams. Breathe, relax, and you'll be able to intuitively know that you're on the right path. Let's see what the Moon of Oracle deck has to share with us. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Queen of the Moon Oracle card. Thank you, Spirit. What do you have for Leo? Beautiful new beginnings. Learning to release the past. Recognizing that everything happens for a reason. And we don't hold on to regrets either, because regrets are a form of resistance as well. It blocks the flow of energy. Allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. Trust your intuition. Focus on what it is that you really want. Put your energy to good use so that you're not wasting your energy worrying about things where you don't need to. Have faith. Have faith that things are going to work out for you, Leo. So, let's see. Fertility and abundance are returning to your life, Leo. How lovely is that? Things are starting to get better for you, and growth has started. So maintain your focus on your dreams, even when things feel tough, Leo. Sometimes, in the darkest moments of our life, we can find it difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, we can feel that we've lost our confidence, lost our way, things can feel hopeless, and sometimes it can seem like it's never going to be different. But we recognize over time that by sitting back and observing the way life moves, you know, we have cycles, we have seasons in our life, you know, adopting that sort of ebb and flow, the observer in our life, means that we can move with the events that happen in our life more easily. And by doing that, we have less resistance, and we have the ability to trust in ourselves, to trust in the universe, to trust in the process, that everything is happening for a reason, that you're learning and growing. And when we're open to change and open to growth, that's what we experience, and we manifest the wonderful things that we're dreaming about way more quickly. This is your opportunity to have faith in yourself, Leo. And sometimes it is a little bit like blind faith, because we don't see the end, and we've got to trust that what we're doing is okay, and that we're on the right path, and that everything will work out. I really feel that the message that's coming up here is for you to really trust in yourself and really focus your attention and intention on what it is that you want to achieve and your bigger picture goal. Focus on the outcome, and it will be a lot easier for you to take the journey. You know, it'll be a lot easier going down that river if you just let go the oars and just go with everything. Anything else, Spirit? For Leo. Anything else? Let go. Leo. Yes, I'm really sensing there's just this sticking point for you about trusting. Because you're nervous. You don't want to get hurt. You're thinking about the past, how things have been in the past. You don't want a repeat of that, Leo. But Spirit is saying, don't worry. It will be fine. Let go and trust and have faith in the process. It will be fine. Discernment. We've got the discernment card here. Your head is in a little bit of clouds and you are concerned because you can't see the way clearly, and it does bother you. You like to be able to know and to see things. So, discernment is all about our choices and, you know, making wise decisions. Up until recently, there may have been something in your life where it's been quite difficult to see. Something that has felt really obscured and not very clear to you. But in recent times, it has become clear and it has been revealed to you. In life, we sometimes make poor decisions and sometimes we make good decisions. That's just the way it goes. And yes, sometimes along the way we get hurt. And we could be hurting others. We fall over, we trip up, we make mistakes, we go through all of that. But it teaches us how to make better decisions going forward and how to build that inner strength, that inner courage. Spirit says there is a secret in discernment, real discernment, and that it's important to make it a priority, to really take care in the way we choose or make decisions. And I guess, you know, sometimes it really is important to be discerning and not to rush and feel impulsive about our decisions. You know, when it comes to your life, Leo, you want to know that if you do this, is it going to lead towards the outcome that you want? Is it going to be in alignment with who you are and what ticks your boxes? And it may be that it's not that hard. Don't let fear tell you that it's not okay, because fear will always tell you to stay exactly where you are. So you really have to be quite honest with yourself. Fear is not the deciding factor here. Is what you're deciding on, discerning about, in alignment with what it is that you want to achieve, regardless of the fear and the tentativeness. You need to see the difference there. And it will help you with your choice and your judgment. If you're having to look at documentation and paperwork, Leo, Spirit is saying you do need to take special care here to read the fine print. That's important. So instead of taking things on face value and rushing a decision, Spirit is saying pause, wait, look at the evidence clearly, and don't just come at it from a point of view of what you think you know or what you believe, but actually find out. Maybe you may need to get some professional advice. So ask some clarifying questions to help you with your discernment. so that you are getting the right picture here. And listen to the answers that are being offered to you, and then take action. Along the way here, you're learning a lot about wisdom, how to make wise decisions and how to make wise choices. Trusting in yourself, going with the flow of things. Going with the flow does not mean being a couch potato and being passive in life. It means not being resistant to the process of life, of learning and growing and moving and changing. Let's take a look at some cards from the Archangel Raphael deck for healing energy. There are aspects that are affecting your life here in terms of your decision making, which need to be addressed, I feel, Leo. So, Spirit is suggesting to bring yourself to a place of peace and calm, which we have the peace card here. The need to let go of the past because you're going to have an enriching future. It's a good time to practice your meditation. Now, you don't need to sit cross-legged looking all very divine in order to meditate. Meditation is putting aside time, deliberately putting aside time for quietness and stillness. Stillness of the mind, stillness of the body. You know, I quite like a meditative walk where I completely slow my pace down. And that helps me to empty out my thoughts, empty out my mind, quiet my body down, and it's just amazingly helpful to get clarity. So at this point in time, for your mind and body to return to a place of peace, health and wellness, Leo, give yourself some quiet time to meditate. So Spirit is saying, easy does it on yourself. Ask Spirit to help you to detach from negative thoughts, to retreat a little bit, to look after your energy, to heal yourself, to take care of your health and well-being. Have a mental well-being day, and allow healing to occur in the timing that's right for you. The Magdalene Oracle card deck. Spirit, we thank you for your advice, your guidance for Leo. There's a lot of healing going on. I feel that primarily the message here is that, yes, you're ready to move on in your life and you're really excited about the prospect, but there's definitely some things that you need to heal from. Things from the past, and you're concerned about being hurt, and you have concern about how other people will view you. So focus on your healing for this week, Leo, and go with the flow. I feel that that's the key message here, and to really trust. We have the illumination card here from the Magdalene Oracle card deck, illumination. Your creativity at the moment, Leo, is a little blocked because you're not openly expressing how you feel. For some of you, Leo, this may be easy for you to do, and for some of you that may be more difficult. But when we're in a place of tentativeness and a little bit of fear and worry, we do tend to withdraw. It's completely natural. Withdraw, and we decide not to say how we feel, and we decide to keep it to ourselves. But that's kind of blocking your energy, which means it's very difficult to get into this energy to be your beautiful self if you are preventing yourself from speaking your truth and being who you naturally are. It's not that you have to force it, it's just really to recognize what's going on in terms of energy within you at this point in time. So creativity is our way of being able to self-express. So perhaps to ease you out of this period of time, find something that is creative that you love to do. What is it that you particularly love that just helps you to escape and feel, step into your imagination zone? For some people it's doing something physical, for others it's an artistic project, or it might be sort of cleaning up and, putting on some music or dancing. Whatever it is, it's not work related, it is what you just love doing, and you can get lost in it. That will help you to come out of this worry energy and to help you to relax and to express yourself. Everything you're feeling is valid, Leo. So avoid having judgments of yourself and blocking your energy. Don't shut yourself down. Everything is perfectly fine within you. There is nothing wrong with you. Your creativity has no boundaries. Use it to express yourself, because when we self-express, Leo, we heal and it frees us. It also helps to illuminate our mind and our heart to set us free. So allow yourself to relax into this energy and let your feelings come through. The healing will take place, the clarity will come, you'll get back into your zone and you will experience this beautiful new beginning in your life. It's all going to come. It's just all part of the process, Leo. It is happening for you. Just trust, because let's not forget, you are moving towards positive, optimistic and happy times in your life. The Star card is a very favourable card to have. You are on the right path. Everything is exactly as it needs to be. Leo, that is your reading for the first week of June. It's actually really positive. Spirit is giving you beautiful guidance on how to move through this change, how to heal from past wounds. There is no need for you to carry those wounds into your present and into the future. So, as best you can, enjoy the ride. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.